Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon in order to be the first one to watch our videos. This is Untitled from inspiredtorise.com, and today we are going to talk about the Samsung Galaxy J7 Pro smartphone. It comes with a Super AMOLED capacitive touchscreen with 5.5-inch display, full HD display, has got quite a good design. The antenna lines are very differently arranged on the back. You have the flash as well as the camera on the back, which is flush with the surface. On the right hand side you have the speaker grill and the power button. On the left hand side you get the volume rocker along with the SIM tray slot. The SIM tray slot is not a hybrid one, but we have dedicated slot for the micro SD card as well as 2 SIM slots. On the front we have capacitive buttons for back and recents, and we also have the fingerprint sensor incorporated within the home button. Under the hood the smartphone comes with a exynos 7870 Octa Core chipset at 1.6 GHz, and it has 64 GB of internal storage, 3 GB of RAM, supports micro SD expandable storage up to 256 GB, has a Mali T830MP2 GPU, and has almost every sensor that you need for a great smartphone experience. The J7 Pro has micro USB connectivity, supports USB on the go, and has a 3600 mAh battery which will last you throughout the day. In terms of gaming performance also, I found that the gaming performance was quite respectable. This can be attributed to the fact that the Samsung's own Exynos chipset is quite fine-tuned for performance, and that's why Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, even on maximum possible settings and resolution, was running smoothly on this one. And now let's talk about the benchmark scores. It scored 47,859 on the Antutu benchmark, which is a respectable score, 58.2 frames per second on the Nina Mark II benchmark, which is also a decent score. It's not as great as the J7 Max, and the similar story was seen for Quadrant Standard benchmark also. Just like the J7 Max, a flip cover is also available for this smartphone, which increases the durability and protection for this one, and I personally kind of liked it. Now let's talk about the camera for this device. It has a 13 megapixel primary camera with a f1.7 aperture, autofocus, LED flash, features like geotagging, touch focus, face detection, panorama, HDR, and it also has a 13 megapixel secondary camera with a f1.9 aperture and LED flash in this one also. The modes are similar to the J7 Max smartphone. You get wide selfie, other modes also, and the pictures taken were quite good. I feel that the f1.7 aperture makes for really great shallow depth of field images, and the image quality is definitely quite good. You also need some stable hands and proper framing in order to get better shots and videos, but I feel that the color correction on this one was good. It was not as oversaturated as many other Samsung smartphones, so that's a plus point that I would give to this one. And some of the issues I would feel were there with the front camera when it came to setting the exposure, because sometimes when the objects in the background were really white or bright, the autofocus and auto exposure took quite some time to adjust, but overall I feel that the camera on this device is quite solid. Just like the J7 Max, the J7 Pro also would have 120 GB of extra data by Jio, and it would retail for a price of 20,900 rupees, and for this price I believe that the J7 Pro is a little bit overpriced. It's not as high performing as the J7 Max, and it does have few pros like the AMOLED display, the higher battery, the bigger storage. It has few pros. It has a good design, good camera, almost similar to the J7 Max, but personally I believe that it's a slightly higher priced smartphone, and Samsung could have priced it a little bit lower, but I feel that still this smartphone would have a lot of takers, because a lot of people would like to buy this over some smartphone by Oppo or Vivo. So guys, this was it for this one. In case you like this one, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more awesome epic content like this. This is Untitled from inspiredtorise.com. Signing off folks, stay inspired to rise.